I'm not done. Let me cook. Let me cook.
Like, I used to be with this girl, right? And she put me. No, I swear to God.
That's true. I'm gonna come up to him like.
That's the one that you was DJing.
That's kind of fucking cheeks, bro.
No pleasure, man.
Peace. Welcome, everybody, to a really random and unexpected pod, but we're here. I don't know how we did it, but we're here. So I'm here with Miguel and his awesome fiance, Stephanie. Lucas. Everyone, we're gonna have this one hella laxed. I literally got food, drinks, McChickens. We're just gonna vibe. So let's get into this. Let's start with Lucas. Lucas, why don't you tell us everyone a little background about yourself real quick?
Well, there's a lot, but I'll go back to like kind of like what I'm doing like career-wise.
Okay.
I'll start from there. So like, I've been personal training probably for about like 6 to 7 years. That was kind of my entry point into what I'm doing now, and that's kind of how I kind of discovered what I wanted to do long term.
Yeah.
It wasn't until I became a personal trainer was when I discovered that I actually had a passion for wanting to help people like rehab-wise.
Yeah.
And helping people with their pains and aches and stuff like that, but also like helping them with their fitness too.
Yeah.
Well.
Okay. So you said about 6 or 7 years ago. What made you even start personal training in the first place? Like, were you just one of those gym heads that people started asking you hella things, or?
Nothing like that, bro. I in a nutshell, bro, I got out of high school, bro, and I was just not taking life seriously.
Okay.
I went into college trying to be a special ed teacher, thinking just because I mean, there's a lot of pressure that comes like in high school. Like I feel like you should know what you need to do in life.
Yeah.
You need to know like what are you gonna do after high school, and I didn't know.
Isn't that what sucks, bro? Like there's
just
a lot
in
of
general,
pressure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Too much pressure on people to know. You gotta have life figured out before you're even 18.
Exactly.
I didn't have a lot of guidance growing up, bro. I didn't have someone being like, hey, like,
Yeah.
this is where you should go, Luke, or maybe you should think about college, or maybe you should think about going for this trade or something like that. No one was in my ear like that. So under that pressure, bro, I was just like, okay, the only thing I was really good at in the moment was working with disabled kids.
Okay.
So I was just like, maybe I'll be a special ed teacher. I was asking the teachers in there who I was working with, kind of Bronco buddy thing.
Yeah. When you first started thinking about that, did you like go straight to a 4-year, or was it like an AA type thing?
It
was it JC?
Yeah, I lollygagged probably until I was 20, but when I turned 20 was when I discovered that's when I became a trainer. It was 19 or 20, I think. That's when I became a trainer, and I was just like, okay, I became a trainer, and honestly, that was kind of tough for me. It's like, I can't say that the curriculum's like up there in terms of like what you need to know, but I was kind of a crummy student in high school, to be honest with you. I was the kid that kind of lollygagged a little bit.
GPA? What was it?
Probably like 2.5 on a good
on a good day, on a good semester.
I played sports, so like I used that as a way to keep me, bro. You gotta at least be
because that 2.0, they're like, hey, you can get whatever, you can do whatever you want.
Hey, that was me, bro.
I feel you, bro, on everything.
That's gonna keep me in check. You know what I'm saying? That kept me out of trouble. Like, and honestly, I don't even think I like the sports, to be honest with you.
Were you throughout the whole year, or was it just like?
I was a 3-sport athlete.
What were they?
Football, track, and wrestling. Wrestling I only did for 2 years though.
You didn't like it, or what?
I did. It's not that I didn't like it. I think the people that I was associated with at the time and the coaching, I just wasn't really too fond of how it was.
You just wasn't feeling it?
Honestly, I felt like I was like an outsider, and I lacked a lot of confidence in high school.
Yeah.
I really did. I was a really awkward kid, and I had a lot going on at home.
Yeah.
And there would be times where, where an average person would be bullshitting, lollygagging. I was probably a little sad or something like that.
Yeah.
It would fuck with me a little bit, and it wasn't like it would be just normal bullshit, but for me it was like sometimes I would take it extra personal because I was already I didn't really know how to associate with people because I didn't see people associating with each other. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But at the same time it was just like I don't know. But,
so bringing that back, that's no, you're good. But that's interesting because now all you do is deal with people, and you're definitely going like talk about that. Like, is that like hard for you now? Like. Doing all this or no?
It's everything I went through leading up in my life, like all the experiences that I've been through, they were, even though at the time like I may have thought like this is the end or like shit's tough right now.
Yeah.
All of those experiences came together to make me who I am today.
Mm-hmm. My
mom is bipolar, and honestly, bro, it was crazy growing up.
Yeah, because I feel like social cues are such a big thing in like the businesses that we are in, like you, Paco, everybody like that deal with everybody. It's just like you got to pick up on those things and make your client feel comfortable,
Absolutely. Yeah, like,
Very true.
yeah, absolutely, bro, for sure.
Because I feel like when you're like an awkward like owner or like person, like people really that resonates a lot on people. And when you're like a vibe, like I'm just gonna say like a vibe. When you're a vibe, like that really just brings people closer. And especially like with what you're doing, that's really like intimate. Like, you're like touching these people, you know, like. And I wanted to ask too, because like, how did you feel like when you first started doing clients and like the massages and stuff like that? Because you do like
I
that.
remember those days when he first started.
Oh man,
I
honestly,
remember those days.
Because I never got no
You did it
massage.
off
I
that-
feel like
you did it
that.
on my fucking couch.
yeah, I did.
Swear.
I swear, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, this guy was the first guy that was like, "Hey, Luke, bro, I think it was your legs or something like that." And you're like, "Bro, can you just fucking, he said something like, can you just
Luke.
dig into him, bro? I'll pay you.
Yeah.
Just freaking put in work on me, bro." And I was like, "Fuck, okay, I knew a lot about anatomy. I knew a lot about like, like postural things, like things like that with personal training. So I was just like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that. I'm just gonna use it on Miguel." And then,
Do you feel like so a lot of that stuff you learned straight from school, or is it like while you were in sports you knew like, oh, this is what better?
it's been an accumulation of knowledge over the years that I've been a trainer. To be honest,
Uh-huh.
I really like diving into the realm of rehab
Okay.
and helping people like manage their pain without resorting to like pharmaceuticals and whatnot. So basically, I took in extra courses like in corrective exercise and got certified in corrective exercise. And basically, that's just like going in depth with people's form and posture and identifying issues like muscle wise, like based off their posture. So I take those assessments and I was able to carry them into the massage world.
Okay.
So in personal training, we use foam rollers to do the massage.
Yeah.
I just became the foam roller. You get what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay, yeah.
You're gonna-
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That
So-
makes sense.
So say for example, like I'll give you a simple like rounded posture. A lot of people have rounded posture.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Like
that
slouching and
we're slouching.
Yeah.
We're on our computers. We're doing a lot of things in chairs these days. So it's like, from a muscle standpoint, my pecs are pulling me forward. We're in this position all day. Now my muscles start to think, okay, now I'm gonna stay in this position.
Yeah, this is normal.
So if I see that when someone's like doing presses, or if I see them walking like that, okay, I know their pecs are tight because the pecs are pulling them forward. So
Okay.
then you can go one of two ways. You can put a lacrosse ball on these pecs to open them up,
Okay.
to get them to. You're basically just you're telling your brain
Stretching
to
out, or
get them to relax because they're holding on. They're basically knots, and like when posterior issues happen, it's just muscles are contracting. They're contracting over time, basically.
yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
yeah, that makes sense.
There needs to be synergy, front and back, and basically the one in the front's pulling too hard, your chest. So the muscles are working too hard. Basically, what I'm doing, using that knowledge, basically goes back to what we were saying about Miguel and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's my train of thought, bro.
No, you're good.
That's what we edit for, right? You know what I'm
We
saying?
might leave it all in. Honestly, like
No.
I preach transparency on this channel.
I know.
No, we'll leave it back.
I was going one way and then I took it the other. But anyways, back to the chest.
Your story. Go ahead. Yeah,
no,
your
so
story,
basically,
chest.
Yeah, I basically took all the knowledge I took from that, and I was just like, okay, so all the muscles that I feel are tight and that are working harder than they need to.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna work on.
So you can tell that from just looking at somebody,
Yeah.
or it's like when you're feeling
yeah.
that. Right.
Yeah, no, it's basically the assessment starts when I'm walking. I'm sitting here talking with you. You
Oh,
get it?
shit.
That's what it is.
Can you assess me? Hold on, cause I'm all messed up.
Yeah, bro, I seen you right now, and you're kind of like this right now. So basically, what you're telling me, you know what I'm saying? Like this trap might be pulling up a little bit.
Hey, wait a minute.
Like you'll have subtle cues like this, or you'll see people a little bit like this, and basically the muscles will kind of tell you where to go. And
Yeah.
the muscles that you actually want to address,
Yeah.
because they're holding on to too much tension. You put tension, you put pressure on them. It tricks the brain. It tells them relax. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's only one part of the process. I can't say that's the.
No, wait, no, that's trippy because also you guys know too. I broke my collarbone back in high school, like my senior year. So this one's still broken. It healed like this, right? So when I'm working out and I'll do that double flex, you literally can see my trap. This one's hella smaller because I'm like broken. This one's like huge. So that's wild that you can pick that up.
Yeah,
I didn't know I did
yeah.
that.
Yeah, so someone like you who were to come to me, I'd be like, okay, that trap's probably working harder than it needs to work because
Yeah.
it's in that alignment due to whatever injury you have with bones, you know what I'm saying? So that would be just an area that we take care of. But a lot of what I do is maintenance right now. I'm not
okay.
my massage practice is more maintenance based. It's a pain management.
Do you get like normal people? Do you get like is it athletes? Like what do you like most to get of, or is it just like everything?
I try to cater to more of like the athletic population, honestly. Athletic, gym goers,
Honestly, anyone who pays, right?
At that point,
You know what,
at
to
that
be honest,
point.
it's like, you know, anyone who comes to me who wants my services, I will gladly service them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love what I do, but obviously we got bills to pay too. You know?
Of course.
So like, okay, like sometimes I'll do, like I'm big on working with athletes. I'm big on doing deep tissue work. That's what a lot of athletes need. That's what helps their tissues function better.
Yeah.
But some people just want a relaxing massage, bro. They just want a light pressure Swedish massage, and you know it's not my favorite, but that's why I went to school. I learned how to do it, so why not, you know?
So does like the severity of the massage vary in price, or is it like just like you want to massage, or is it how does the pricing go?
It goes based off of duration. So
so it doesn't matter what you get, 30 minutes,
you
30
can select
minutes, or whatever.
type of service you want. It's one set price.
So make them work. Make them work for those whatever minutes.
No, deadass,
Make sure you get your money's worth.
Yeah, no, deadass, dude.
Have you ran into people that you're like, this shit, it was nothing, like it did not work, like, or like, have you dealt with any like angry customers yet?
Angry customers, bro. To be
Have you?
Because wait, hold on, let's bring it back. How long have you been doing this, like charging people and in general and like make,
massage therapy or like personal training?
let's just say both for the sake of Karen's,
Okay.
like,
I don't think he's gotten any Karens with
I've
that one.
definitely had upset customers.
Really?
I feel like not.
wait, in personal training or in
Personal training in my early days.
that's where you got more of the.
Yeah, because I was going through now it's like I went from having someone running my schedule, now I have to manage all my time, and I was bouncing back and forth in 2 gyms, so sometimes my schedule would get thrown off. So sometimes like I would no shows a few times. You know what I'm saying? Like,
How you gonna know as a personal trainer?
Anyway, fun fact. Let's give the people.
Oh,
No,
shit.
not a no-show story, but like how fucking Fit Republic didn't want you anymore because you were training at the compound.
That's my
Oh.
That's some tea right there.
So you used to work? Well, you used to work at.
When it used to be Fit Republic.
Oh
not-
man, that was something, bro. That's how the whole Miguel and I journey kind of
That's,
really.
yeah, I mean that's pretty
Let's
much.
let's talk about that really quick to bring Miguel into this. How did you guys meet? Like, when was that first?
So we were. I was down in Arkansas.
You guys met in Arkansas?
Yeah, bro, we were over there.
College out there.
So you went to school? No, don't fuck with me. No, hold on. No, hold the fuck up. No.
That's good.
So there's no Arkansas in this?
No,
Oh,
there's only Washington.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
Oregon too. Yeah, that works.
Fuck you guys. You guys give me trust issues. All right, let's go. All right, so how'd you meet?
I
Do you not remember?
Did we ever talk?
Yeah.
Did we ever talk in Fit Republic?
Yes, we did. You told me.
Oh yeah, I
He
remember
remembers
that.
it more than you, so let's
remember
All
that.
right, Lucas, let's go. How did
I
you
remember.
guys?
Yeah, I was known for doing fucking lunges. I would get the.
Yeah, lunges with the bar on your back.
Yeah, bar on my back. That's how I remember
Like
having a long
maxed
ass
out or
conversation
what?
with
Because
him.
like the
Like
one
the biggest lunges,
the biggest weight.
the biggest weight they had
'Cause
for
they don't
the
have that
for
much
the
bigger weights
for
over
the
there.
for the fixed weights, the long ones, whatever they're called. I would always be right there by the squat racks, going up and down in Fit Republic. And remember, he was a trainer there. And I had my first long conversation with him. He was gonna, I don't know, he was gonna train
He's
someone.
trying to give you like a free session or something.
No, he was just
We just chatted because I seen him. I think I had heard that you were doing the gym thing.
Oh, that's when you already had the gym like
no,
go.
I don't think so. I don't think then I had
Really?
I had the idea of
No,
doing
maybe
the
it
gym.
was a little after that.
You don't even remember. You didn't
I
even
remember.
remember.
I remember. I was at like the desk area, like if the Republic, like, and you were doing your lunges.
Yeah, I remember
at
that,
time.
yeah.
I remember it was in that proximity. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, because I started personal training. I told you. I remember talking about like,
Were we talking about training?
because I used to train
Oh,
people.
I didn't even know you
used to train
personal
people.
train. Hold the fuck.
I remember.
you were training.
I remember I was programming
Yeah.
people, and I was like, we were talking about like how much of a B is to freaking train people.
Can be,
Yeah, it's like it was programming them.
Why
back
is
then.
it a bit?
Well,
You
back
can
then,
cuss, it's fine.
at the time, it was like we're both learning. We're both trying to do our own shit.
Was it because we were both doing it low key?
Like, we're both doing it low key, like-
we were considered freelancers.
Yeah.
Freelancing. We weren't
Yeah.
technically supposed to do it. But
So you didn't even work there?
I did.
He did.
but I
Did you work there as well or no?
No, I was just.
Oh, you're just there.
I was training my clients there
Yeah.
without like being hired by them.
Yeah.
As
but
someone
they-
that worked at the gym, did they trip off of that when people like?
They would trip out. Then
They would
they
trip
never
out,
asked me
but
anything.
He did his thing. I wasn't gonna say anything. You know. Get
Okay.
money, bro. I do this.
Yeah.
The
No.
only reason I was cool was because I was hired, but they knew I was doing it. The thing is, that's where shit went sideways because they knew I was working at a competing gym. They still hired me, but then they changed management and things got a little weird.
So they got pretty much they became like a jealous girlfriend,
They did.
saying like, oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna be training over there, you can't train over here.
They told you that or you that?
Conflict of interest. They told him.
Yeah. So basically.
Oh, it's tough.
Yeah. Well, they were closed, bro. They closed because of COVID.
But that was even for that long, was it? Or was
They
it?
closed for like probably like
Couple
3
months.
like,
Oh, a couple
5
months?
I think.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Yeah, they had closed, and then like Miguel was stunting, so I was like, hey, I'm down to stunt too. Shit, we gotta get that money somehow.
Yeah.
I remember, bro.
Yeah.
We were like fucking.
Wait, what year was this?
Like,
When was this?
2020, bro. Like it was like the prohibition. That wasn't supposed to be open, and
Yeah. This guy was bald.
That was a
trying to
dope
bro.
time.
We had tarps all over the windows and doors, and like everyone be quiet.
Yeah, I remember when they showed up, bro.
The court enforcement showed up.
When did you open that gym? Like,
Fucking 1987.
stupid. Because like, I don't even remember. Like, I remember there was so much talk like with my friend group and like everyone that I knew that like, they're like, bro, this new gym's coming. This shit's crazy. Blah blah blah. But I don't even remember when that was. That was like what? 2019,
2019 December 28 was the grand opening, but pretty much 2020.
Basically 2020.
But I mean, pretty much, yeah. I mean, going back to that, I mean, that's how we met. That's how he just wanted to train his people and he didn't have anywhere to train. And
oh, so you were, so that's when, were you working? There wasn't like an employee thing. It was more like you just.
Originally, we had a meeting with training, and at the time, it's just like when you first were gonna open, you had a meeting with trainers.
Yeah, I had a meeting with trainers.
A bunch of trainers down there, and he
Oh
basically
no shit.
laid out what he wanted for pricing, and at the time, I was where I was at. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, it was getting a little weird after Republic, and then that's when I hit him up and I was like, hey, bro, like, what can we arrange? And he basically, he was just like, bro, fucking, you need to come train here.
Yeah.
Come here.
How does that work as a personal trainer? Like, did you get paid hourly and then commission based with those people, or like
Here or
what?
over there?
Oh, over there. Or like first at Fit.
At Fit? Oh, it's commission. Well, it's not commission. No, actually, it's hourly. But like, if you bring more people in, you start to get more commission. But the pay's really trash, to be honest.
So was it like?
Pay trainers really well at all.
Was it like below minimum wage, or was it like 14, 15 type shit?
Wage at the time, but I think when I was at InShape, that's where I started was InShape.
Oh shit,
Yeah,
that's throwback.
At Fit. I was personal training. That's where I started. Was InShape. They hired me, and I was making I think less than minimum because it was 30-minute sessions for some people. But the thing is, bro, they were charging like 60, 70. Like I don't. Maybe a little
60,
They're
70 or
taking
what?
advantage of that, bro.
No,
they
they
pay
pay
you
like-
shit
yeah,
so they can.
Yeah. No,
They charge $60, $70 a session, and then.
Well, it was around there. I think that was like more of a a little bit longer actually. Now I think about it. But yeah, it was. They were charging hella high prices, but they were paying us very, very low.
And you didn't even see much of that then, did
I
you?
used to money wise, like
Yeah.
I had to grind still. I had to work more hours. I had to go back and forth with the Republic and InShape just to make ends meet at the time. But I mean, I kind of just used it as a way.
So you were like grinding. Well, so like, what's grinding? What's grinding to you, or like as a personal
That's
trainer?
very
like,
subjective.
Like okay, yeah, you're right. But let's talk about it. Like how many sessions were you doing? Like was it 8, 9 to 5? Like,
so it's like a lot. It's a lot of giving, a lot of free, a lot of your time. Honestly, is what goes into it. You're giving a lot of free info. At the time, sometimes when I first started, I would be a little stingy. I'm like, wait, you should be paying me for this, you know. But then I learned it's like at the end of the day, it's about helping people.
oh, like not should tell them like advice. Like you should be charging like for advice or for physical like.
So like I'm actually telling you what you should be doing to the point to where it's like I'm basically
training.
laying out the blueprint for you.
Yeah.
You technically, I guess, pay me for this. You know what I'm saying? Now I charge people for it. But at the time, it's just like you're trying to show people that they should trust you. It's
That makes
building
sense.
Trust with anything.
Yeah.
People aren't gonna listen to you if they don't trust you.
Were you doing any social media stuff with that too, or no?
It was just me working out, to be honest.
Really?
It was just me working out. Yeah, me working out. I mean, obviously, when I think I got certified, I think I posted about it. I don't think I was going too hard on the media with it. I was just talking to a lot of people, and then it just word of mouth kind of just started spreading around the gym, and then people just started buying into what I had. But it took me like a year and a half to get like up to the point where like, okay, I actually have a full set of clientele.
And that was when you were at InShape, InShape and there, or that was InShape first?
I think I started Fit like 8 months to a year after I started over there, and I was just doing.
When did you first start over there? Because you're not that old. You said you were 25, right?
Yeah.
So how old were you when you first got to InShape? InShape's been closed for a minute.
She was literally right after I got my shirt, to be honest.
Probably like 21,
Probably like
22.
2021, yeah, right about when I got my cert, to be honest. Yeah, it was literally because once I got my certification, I was working at Santos Ford here. I was working a bunch of 9 to 5s because I was trying to make ends meet at the time. But I was just like, I dropped it off.
Still trying to make ends meet.
Tell me about it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, I'm like, you're gonna do it.
It's cap as fuck.
Yeah.
Nah, bro, for real.
Yeah. Seriously though, seriously.
We'll get into that. We're gonna get into that. But okay, something I'm curious about is, so let's say you're 20 when you get your cert. Is that fair? You're about 20?
Roughly, yeah.
So how did that feel? Like being a 20-year-old kid trying to get people to trust you as a personal trainer? Because like you're still young.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. I'm looking around.
No, it was honestly it was a roller coaster of emotions. You had people who were like really like okay with allowing you to like, listening to you.
Yeah.
But then you have people like and brush you off. And I had to go through a lot of people brushing me off, and I've had people walk away like, you know, I know what I'm doing. Like,
yeah.
You know.
And was that was as you were a personal trainer,
As
or?
I was coming up, yeah. As I was coming up, like in the beginning.
Because how did you even get into In Shape? Because I feel like that's in itself, being 19, 20, that's kind of a feat in its own.
Well, people's skills will get you a long way, bro. People's skills.
Yeah.
Knowing how to talk to people, understanding how people.
That's a big one.
Eye contact, little things, bro. Like the way you dress. Like I just had a way of selling myself.
Yeah.
You know, I think everything is sales at the end of the day. You got to learn how to sell yourself. Everybody's selling.
Yeah.
Something. You know, you might be selling your media. He's selling memberships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm selling myself, literally.
Basically.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hey, yo. We'll get into that later.
Shit.
Got me. They got me.
Hey, Sal. Check your man.
I'm kind of curious, though, because you said you did personal training, too, a little bit as well? Or
Yeah.
how long did you do that? For like a minute? Like, that's how you got into fitness?
Shit, I
or like,
hate personal training, honestly. I don't like it at all.
and why'd you even get into it?
I got into it because, I mean, I was into, like... At first, it started training my brothers, pretty much.
Okay.
Training my brothers back in Fresno, back at the Fair Republic in Fresno.
Like, you were the older brother training, like, your
No.
little brothers? Or, like, they're
No.
older than you, or?
Pretty much I was training my older brother in Fresno, because
Okay.
we used to work in Sanger a lot. And then my cousins from LB, Carla and Erika, Padrino, all three of them
Shout
here
out,
in
y'all.
Fair Republic. I remember I would leave Sanger, I come to Fireball, and they wanted me to train them here in LB.
Mm-hmm.
I would drive over here and train them.
Mm.
And it just became a habit coming and training him there. And that's sidetracked. The first time I ever saw this girl,
Yeah.
I remember that I was like, who the fuck is this baddie?
Oh. Okay.
Zoom in on it.
Okay. I know. I'm gonna clip that. We're gonna clip that.
I remember walking out of Fair Republic.
Okay.
Like, and
That's what y'all saw each other at.
Counter.
At
Yeah,
Fair Republic.
she didn't even see me. She was like, oh, like fucking just
She just
non-existent. her.
kept walking.
She was like I'm too good for you. Fucking. Yeah, like you don't have a beard yet. And like,
Hey, the beard works wonders.
hey, bro, it's
Oh
fucking-
God.
it's like makeup for a guy, bro.
It is. It is.
I know all about that.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
No, you don't even have a beard, fool.
This is maintenance, bro.
Did you grow a beard? Like, on God.
Yeah.
I've been
No?
more than Miguel, bro.
That's cap. Where? I don't even see the hair follicles.
Bro, I have to shave every day to stay like this.
Bro.
Hey, with the drink, bro.
I love the reaction I get when I say that, though. That's why I continue to say that.
What, do you grow a beard?
Beards are always fucking roasted.
Yeah, well, cause like, bro, I've been growing this since I was like 16. Like, I was that one motherfucker in high school with a beard.
Oh, okay, you look
Oh
like
God. And it sucks. I'm only like 5'2", so it's like I'm not really 5'2", but
You're
No.
4'8".
on a good day. On a good day, depending who's asking. Damn. It had to be because I'm 2019.
I remember I just moved to Vegas. I was like, I'm sliding the DMs. I have nothing to lose. I'm not over there anymore.
Damn,
Send the
bro.
DMs.
Persistence is key. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Hey, it took me 5 years.
Wait, so how old are you? I don't even know how old you are.
10?
He's 35.
Nah.
I'd say about 28.
Yeah,
Yeah.
28?
Yeah, I'm 28. I'm 28, exactly.
And then you're what, 23? 24?
You're 23.
23?
Or-
Like, damn, I'm about to be 22 in what, 23 days? On the 24th.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you. I don't even know what the hell I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna have a party. Save that one for another thing. But damn, that's crazy, you guys.
Yeah.
Wait, so I want to know about that. How did the famous Miguel slide in the DM? How did that?
I think he mentioned something about like tacos. Was it something about tacos? I don't know if I posted like something.
Or like one of those questions or what?
I don't even know. I honestly, if I probably log on to my old Instagram, we'll probably would have find it.
Oh, so it was on.
It
Damn,
was
it's been
like
that
I
long.
saw the conversation.
If he goes back, you could probably.
I can find
You
it.
can find it if you just.
I can
search
find
my
it for
old
the back.
handle.
Yeah, your own
That was
handle.
my
Yeah, your handle. Yeah.
Instagram, yeah. As long as you didn't delete
But
it.
pretty much, I just remember asking for a Snapchat, and that's where we started communicating. And then it just took 5 years after that to finally
5 years. 5 years
So-
of friendship, or 5 years of like.
Friendship.
friendship. Yeah.
So you've known each other 5 years prior to how long you guys been together?
Yeah.
We've been together barely over 11 months.
11 months.
Barely over 11.
2 months.
2 months into being in a relationship, we got engaged. Yeah.
Good shit. That's some sitcom reality
We
show.
already knew each other, you know?
You
Yeah.
guys had hell of a rapport already, I feel like.
Or
Yeah.
did you guys, or like what? Like how was that? Like when you guys knew each other as friends, was it like friends, or was it just like hi
Oh,
Miguel?
bro, I was trying to get her.
I
She didn't want me.
Yeah, he's just my friend.
I was just a friend, bro. I was friend zone.
She,
Hey, so
she
guys,
seen you as a friend, or
guys,
like, there's hope.
if you're friend zone, there's hope. Be consistent.
Yeah, that's a
Maybe
real
5 or
that's a
6 years,
clip in
you're
itself.
good.
You can make it out the friend zone, fellas.
Yeah, you can make it out. I'm giving you guys hope. It can happen.
Yeah. all right, Steph, go continue. So, hey, put a little sensor. All right.
But yeah, we met then. It took. Ooh, Blue, don't hit your mama like that,
He wants food, but there's none.
baby. Papas, there ain't shit. Oh yeah, they are papas, huh? That's the funniest thing you said all my life. Here in Los Baños.
So where are you
hated
from?
Los Baños before.
Why?
that.
Where were you
I live in
from?
Fireball.
You lived in Fireball.
Yes, I lived in Fireball my whole life. But yeah, I came to start training over here. Blue, stop it.
I know. Come on, baby.
Girl, sit down now.
You yell him in Spanish? I know you're Latino.
No, I actually don't. My mom does, but he
No?
understands it.
How'd you get into
I was
fitness?
a fat kid. I mean, No, high school, I did play basketball and I was swimming. I was much more of a swimmer.
You play basketball?
I played basketball.
What?
So I'm gonna get balled up. I was
Were you a point
fucking-
guard or
I
what?
was left bench, bro.
I was about to say.
Me, honestly, it was because of it was after a breakup
Mhm.
with my longest relationship.
Which might
I
get
was
deeper.
chunky
Mhm.
and I had asthma, and everywhere I would go, I just felt uncomfortable, man. I was like, I was out of breath, this and that. It's like
Yeah.
I was sad and this, and I was like, it's time for a change. Like I
Yeah.
needed to change
So you
something.
went to like your demon era, and you were just
Yeah, pretty much. And I wasn't consistent for years after that.
Mhm.
It's like nonstop. The gym was just my life. My parents knew it. My family knew it. It was just
Yeah.
protein jugs here, pre-workout things there.
Yeah.
It was all I knew.
How long after that, and when you started the compound? Like what how old were you when you started the compound?
25? 25 years old. I started the compound. I started only because
Yeah. Why did you start? Why did you start the compound? Because that was something really big here.
Since we met, he always mentioned making a gym here. That was
Here in Los Banos, because of your family, because of like the cousins, or
no. I mean, I feel like I told her always. I just wanted to be my own boss. I don't want to.
but what made you go the gym route? Then you could be your own boss. Like you're your own
because
boss.
because I love working out, bro.
Oh.
'Cause I love working out. I was already into fitness a lot. Like,
Yeah.
I envisioned what I wanted as a gym, and I called it the compound because compound movements, because the compound can be referred to as a place and stuff like that. So it's like,
Wait,
and there was no 24-hour gym then.
yeah. No, yeah. So what made you pick here though? Because now you have another one in Fireball. We'll get into that you opened one in Fireball. But what made you pick the Los Banos instead of Fireball? Since that's your hometown.
Honestly, a lot of people are gonna be shocked, but I fell in love with Los Baños. Like I started the business here, like, or coming here for Republic. Like, I fell in love with coming to LB. Like I just like, I liked it. I enjoyed it, and I feel like everyone I met from LB hated LB. Everyone I meet from LB hates LB, and I loved it. I fell in love with it. Like I just like,
LB
I like
is
the
so
community.
good.
It's like, but that's what everyone's gonna say about their own hometown or about their own like. If it's a small town, everyone's gonna say they don't like it. They want to get
Yeah.
out of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like how I could say about Fireball, but I mean, now that I grew up and wisdom
that
or
bad
whatever,
over
it's like I appreciate what I had in Fireball when I look back at it. But I like Los Baños a lot, regardless of any drama that has come with it or anything like that. Like
Yeah.
I've seen what everyone means when I say everyone knows each other. Everyone goes there and they see this
Yeah.
person they know. It's like
Oh God.
I get that, but that's everywhere you go unless you live in a big city. But like I don't want to live in a big city.
You have no ambition. You have no like desire to go move to a big city.
Yeah, no, fuck no. But same thing as when loving someone else. You can't love someone else. You can't love yourself. And same with where you're living. Just because you move locations where you're gonna live, if you can't love where you're living, you're still gonna be miserable everywhere else you go.
Yeah.
You gotta be, I feel like, wise enough to know,
grateful.
to know what you have and everything. And if you let other things distract you, you're letting your ego get to you.
I'm reading a book called The Ego is the Enemy.
Oh.
So I'm keep talking to him about.
Oh, okay. I thought he was motioning to Lucas. I was like, his ego. I was like, what the hell,
No,
Lucas?
it's like the ego is the ego is a huge thing, cause
especially in
It
LB, bro.
stops you a lot.
the ego
Yeah.
it disrupts you a lot from like wanting to support others and all that stuff. Like,
And that's something LB lacks. Like everyone's ego.
You want me to be honest with you?
Go
I
ahead.
hope you don't like it. I hope you like it.
I'm here. We're here for authenticity, right?
I mean, I remember telling her like, I don't know if I want to support George with his podcast.
Okay. Go ahead.
He's like, I didn't think you would be that.
No. I assumed it had something down that lane, but
Yeah.
I'm here for
But
it. Go ahead.
like he doesn't support my business.
Mm.
Why should I support his goals? But then at the same time, I think to myself a lot. With every situation that comes to me, I think about it. Honestly, I do think about it like, am I letting my ego talk or what am I doing?
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to be a better person.
Yeah.
And I remember always telling her like in the back of my head with almost everything I do,
Yeah.
I try to think like I fuck around a lot. Like people will not think I'm whatever this or that, but
Yeah.
I would honestly think like, what would Jesus do? Like what would someone
Okay. Yeah.
what would someone like
From a
that
religious
do?
aspect, yeah.
What would someone? And it doesn't even have to be a religious aspect. Like if you're not even religious and you don't even believe in God, even if you really read the Bible, it's just an outline of how to be a good person, bro.
Yeah.
Because literally that's what it is. Be a good person
Yeah.
and be an authentic person, and that's what I try to emulate all the way. I'm gonna keep failing
course.
millions of times.
That's part of being.
That's the thing though. It's
right?
like I try like.
So with that, you felt that sense. I like. In what sense of support? Like I wasn't a member of the compound.
Remember the compound or like post?
Because I remember you had your meet, and I pulled up to that.
Yeah, and I get that a lot, but I mean.
Oh, but what do you
That's the thing,
consider
though.
support? Because if you want the honest truth, why I didn't go to the compound? If you want the truth, that shit's expensive. I can't afford it, bro. You want to show me
How
for
much
not?
is your haircut?
Oh, hey, if you want facts though, when he opened his gym, my haircuts were only like $15, $20. Now I just paid. Shout out Jcreates. I paid $50 for that.
Okay.
But granted, like
So
I was
15 and I had 35 when I first opened. That's only 2 haircuts and $5.
and it was contract though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's still 35 was a contract and now it's
Yeah,
5 a
and at
contract.
that, when he opened it, I was probably like 18, 19. I had like my first job at Food for Less. And I was only over there, and over here was like, I think it was like $20 or something like that. It was like a deal for like $9.99 or something. So I was like 18, $35 subscription. I told my mom, I was like, Mom, there's this new gym. All my friends are going. She's like, okay, find out about it. And then Ryan, he told me, he's like, oh, it's like a contract base. I didn't know what a contract base was. I told my mom that, oh, it's a contract. She's like, no, mijo, no, you're gonna get locked in a contract. What if you don't like it? What if you lose your job? You pay $35 a month. You go in debt. I was like, so she's like, go to the other gym. You go to InShape. I was like, all right, Mom, whatever. So, yeah, I mean, now I'm 21, but I mean, still, but still,
No, I mean,
55 was cheap
that's
for
the
me.
thing though. Again, referring back to like, what would Jesus do? Is like, I can't be mad at someone not
Jesus isn't
supporting me.
tripping like that, yeah.
Like, I can't be mad for someone not supporting me. Like, I get it. Everyone has their different things that they
Yeah.
value more or whatever. Like, of course, they can still get a great workout at Planet Fitness, at Valley
Yeah.
Fitness. They can still do everything they want to do to succeed in what they want to do. So I generally, I cannot be upset about if people want to support me or not. Like, there is no way I could be upset about that because when I started, I was at Planet Fitness. And I was
Yeah.
happy with that, bro. I love going to Planet Fitness. I was on the Stairmaster fucking an hour a fucking day hitting my dumbbells where I can't judge
Yeah.
others on their choices because I do the same in certain different aspects.
Yeah, without even knowing, like subliminally,
Yeah,
you
like
without
subliminally
even,
I can do it. So that I can.
That makes
I
sense.
I can't be judgmental and I can't let the ego get to me.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, that's funny you say that because I can honestly really relate that even in my own self. Now that I've been doing my thing, I enjoy vlogging. Now I'm doing this. Like, there's people that would make fun of me in high school for just being who I am, you know? And then now they're telling me, hey, I see what you're doing, bro. I see this. Congrats. I'm like, you used to fucking be a bully, bro. Like, in my head. Like, but you know what I do? I'm just like, hey, you know what? Thank you, bro. I really appreciate that because it's like, that just shows a testament of who I am as a person.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like sick. Like I'm happy, bro. Like I'm happy
Yeah.
doing what I'm doing, getting to sit here, talk to you guys. Like I said, I had no plan of doing this today. Like this is fucking awesome.
Either I
And
got
yeah,
more.
and even at that, I just want to say really quick, I want to take the time here to really thank you for even sitting down and doing this with me, bro.
Oh, no,
like,
no problem,
I
man.
hella appreciate this,
Oh,
bro.
no problem, man.
All of you guys sitting here and take the time to talk
Oh,
to
yeah.
me, you know.
No, yeah, no. Thank you, man, for having us.
This is really dope, though.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, all of us, we all have our Lucas 75 an hour, 75 for 50 minutes.
Oh, holy
85.
shit!
Oh, you motherfucker!
$85? Why
But I
50
can't-
minutes? Why don't you just say an hour?
Because it usually ends up being an hour anyway, but you got to consider, like, they walk up, they say what's up to me, like, there's going to be a conversation, there's going to be a minor assessment. That takes time.
That's the 10 minutes.
You know what I'm saying?
Basically.
So it's like, it's still kind of, it's basically just like an hour, but it gives me time to clean up and shit too.
Okay.
So it's just so I have that little window, so that way if I can stack clients, and I still have that little gap too if I need to.
Where do you do the massages at your house or?
No, right here.
Oh, in that room over there.
One at the very end.
You didn't know? Are you acting? Are you?
No, I didn't know.
Fake?
I didn't know. No, fuck you. No, that door's always closed. Officially, man, we just met today.
Yeah.
That's the first time.
Literally,
Oh, really?
like, yeah,
Like
dude,
we
I
know each
follow
other.
you.
Yeah, like we were actually. It's,
Yeah, I am doing a podcast with him.
yeah, it's funny though because we literally set up a time that we were supposed to do a
Yeah, we actually
podcast
have a date in our
on the 14th at 1:00.
Yeah.
Huh? She gonna do another podcast?
I'm down to do another one too.
I mean, I'm down to- yeah.
I'd like to dive more in.
Yeah, we can.
It's never different.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that, Miguel, because you have your hands in so many different things that we're gonna get into. But like, how do you find time to still have your own social life on top of doing the two different business ventures that you have?
Well, I mean, I'll just wait to. If it's okay, I'll wait for Stephanie to come back and talk about all that.
There you good.
Um,
All right, while we wait for Stephanie to come back, let's bring this back to you because I was really curious about that. How long were you already doing your personal training and all that on the massages and that type of stuff before you met this man?
Honestly, I met him through.
wait, which man is this?
His name is Ted Smith, or I shouldn't be saying his name. Can you bleep that out? Honestly. Yeah, bleep that out when you edit, please, because I shouldn't say names. But yeah, it was actually it's kind of like word of mouth, but it was like his wife came to see me for massage therapy, and then through that, she's like, from the moment she seen me, she's like, I think I want you, like, because she found out I did personal training, so she's like, hey, you know, she laid out his conditions. She's like, would you be willing to come and try to help us out?
Yeah.
And then from there, she basically introduced me to the trainers in Fresno that I work. It's crazy. It's called SciFit. Shout out to them, honestly. I've been on their page. I've never been there in person, but like that's all they work with is people with like neurological disorders and stuff like that. So
Have you ever spoke to any of the employees there? Or?
Yeah, just the main trainer that I work with. That works with the guy I'm working with.
You guys do like what, like texting Zoom?
Mainly, yeah, he sent me he'll send me footages of like the taping and stuff like that. How to maneuver his foot, and then that's basically what the resources they provided for me, and then I'm kind of free to do whatever I kind of want to do too. So I just I'm basically trying to strengthen his walking pattern.
Yeah.
And just
Do it through massage therapy or?
No massage therapy actually.
From like a physical therapist
from a
aspect.
physical therapy kind of standpoint, honestly, I'm trying to get him to get stronger at picking his toe up because that's the reason he can't walk. So I'm trying to get him to strengthen that ability. So have him do reps of that, little small things.
How was that first coming in? Slide. For when how was that first interaction like? Cause that's big, bro. That's like something that's not like my shoulder hurts. Like that's a serious case. So going in, were you like nervous or like what was that about? How was that like?
So thankfully I had rapport with his wife. She had seen me like 2 times before.
Yeah.
And then I had a meeting with his main trainer over there in Fresno, and I basically obviously like all the medical stuff is pretty like you tell me what to do, I know what to do.
Yeah.
Like, me, it's more the psychology of the person, what makes them tick.
Yeah. Like what makes them
tick? Like what's he into? Like what makes him get discouraged? Like what gets him to tick? You know?
Okay.
If you can understand how someone works, you can better understand how to get them to trust you, which gets them to do what you need them to do.
Knowing the triggers.
You know what I'm saying?
Is that like a big thing? What you feel with massage therapy and physical therapy? Trust or?
Everything that I do, well, anything anybody does. Everybody has their own personality. Everybody has their own things that they're into. Everybody has their own interests, and everybody loves what they love the most. You know what I'm saying? I love what I love the most. This is human nature. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just how can I work with you to work with me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like to make people feel like they got the power. Autonomy.
Yeah.
Everybody, we love doing things because we'll do things more if we feel like we have the control to do them. So my goal is like, how can I get you to feel like you're making the decisions here, even though I'm low-key guiding the plan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So with that and him being older, was it very hard? Was it a feat in itself to try doing that, or did you guys like kind of blend together very
I
well?
came on very soft, to be honest. I came on very soft with him. I kind of figured out what he was into, and I kind of slowly, like, I already knew a bunch of things, but I kind of played dumb a little bit. Like, I was just like, I knew what his favorite team was, but I kind of was like, oh, what's your favorite team? Like, you know, just basic, simple stuff, just so he thinks something. You know, just like, obviously I already knew the information, but I want him to tell me. I want you to feel like
build that rapport with each other. Yeah.
I don't want to just already know about you. I want you to tell me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just came on soft. They basically ran me through what we'll be doing, and then from there, I mean, it's just been it's actually like it's becoming a really good relationship, to be honest. Like,
really.
Like the way we communicate, like he trusts me, I trust him.
Yeah.
They're starting to get to the point where they're like, you know, they'll throw jokes at you or something.
Yeah.
Like
Well, is it like a weekly basis thing now, or is it
every Thursday at 1 o'clock as soon as I get home from school?
No
I'm at your house, yeah.
That's really awesome, dude.
Yeah.
And on top of you, do you still do the personal training, and the massage therapy?
Yeah, I do it all. Yeah, that.
And school.
Yes.
How do you juggle all of that? Because that, even being a student on top of whatever you're trying to do, I know that's.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain areas. I mean, it's like for me, I feel like it's just a constant battle of balance. I mean, there's no such thing as balance. I think balance is just a concept. I think it's something you feel. Like okay, I gotta get a little here, a little there. Some things are
time management is basically.
Time management. All those little things are important. Discipline, making sure they're on time, all that stuff. But like, honestly, it's just continuously like. I just think of it just trying to find balance. At the end of the day, it's like.
You find yourself overworked a lot, or no? Or is that in the beginning?
In the beginning, yeah. When I first started, like, especially with the personal training, I was loading myself like crazy, dude. Especially when I started here at TC.
Yeah.
Like, I was doing really, really long days, and it drained me, honestly. And I started like, I was like, man, this is too much. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so your personal training at the compound?
When I started over here at TC, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, because I brought all my clients here, and then it just got to the point where like it was really more in demand. During COVID, like you think like I was scared that business wasn't gonna be there, but business was most popular when it was during COVID because there's no other gyms open.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you get how much more members do you feel you gained through that time? Were you accepting memberships back then or no? Like during COVID, was it kind of like on the hush?
It was hard to say. It's hard to say. I did gain memberships, but at the same time, it was like a lot of people were on no contract because they didn't know if it was gonna last or not. But even then, people.
Are you doing no contracts now or no?
Oh yeah, I'm still doing that. I'm still doing all those options now still, but.
Is that during COVID? Is that when you started being like, all right, no contracts are profitable? Well, is it profitable in comparison to your contract members?
I definitely have a lot more contracts than no contracts. I would definitely say that.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you give them that option, or is that something they have to ask for? It's like, oh wait, I don't want to be on a contract, bro. Or how does getting signed up with the compound work?
I mean, whatever they want, honestly. I mean, I don't push them towards one or the other, whatever their preference is. I mean, that's why there's the price difference. Like right now, it's $55 a month for a contract, $70 for no contract, and of course that's a $15 difference, and that'll make someone want to choose. Like, oh, I prefer the contract to pay less. But also, I try to bring more value with anyone signing up at the gym. I try to bring the value that comes with it, like the free group classes, the sauna use. You have meal preps to buy. You have all this equipment that most of your idols probably use, like Christian Guzman, Bradley Martin, Russell. A lot of these like fitness influencers that have their own gyms use the same equipment that I have here, Arsenal and Rogue.
Walk me back through what was the original outlook of the compound.
2 deadlift platforms, 2 bench presses, 2 squat racks, dumbbells from 0 to 100, 2 adjustable benches, 2 bikes.
The leg press?
The vertical leg press. The chains, yeah.
And wait, so when you were starting to bring all this equipment, what did you like? Was it one of those things that like when we went to Fit Republic, you're like, oh, they don't have this, I'm gonna have this at my gym, or was it like were you copying the gym? Like
no, because I mean everything they had, I had. I found that it's literally just like more compound movement stuff. Literally the compound, hence the name. Like I knew what I enjoyed doing. Like I didn't need the machines, and most of the compound movements you do work out those muscles that isolate when you use these other machines.
Yeah.
And I felt like, I don't know, it's just, that's what I wanted to start with. And I feel like my main thing was just, I was only 24-hour gym. Yeah, that was my
That was your main
advantage.
selling point, you feel?
Yeah, main selling point.
When you, because I just want to ask this as like an outsider viewpoint. Did you did you originally want it to be like a powerlifting gym?
No.
Because I don't know, I feel like as someone that just sees it from the outside, I just feel like a lot of people sway away from it being like that's like for like the big fools, you know,
Yeah.
that's like the big dogs, like if you're competing.
So that's the stigma that the compound has gotten.
Okay.
That was never my intention. I mean, it was for anyone, everyone.
Yeah. So to make it clear, then.
Yeah, to make clear, it was
Coming
for
from
anyone.
Miguel.
I never came with it with these intentions of shit. I didn't know I was gonna become a powerlifter myself or anything like that. I just enjoy doing those movements and just competing, having something to work towards, like for myself. But because I was a powerlifter,
that's another reason
I
too.
feel like that's why people thought it was part of the gym.
Because when I was talking to people my age, and they were like, "Hey, like, look at this guy," and they were always talking about his numbers. They're like, "This fool's strong as fuck." They're like, "This fool's benching X amount, deadlifting X amount." So I feel like when you had that first meet, that kind of like solidified to everyone, like, this is a powerlifting, this is some serious shit type gym.
Yeah,
probably.
You know?
and yeah, because I was into it, and that's the thing is like, besides this whole compound stuff, like, whatever you do in life, make sure that you love doing it or you enjoy doing it yourself. Because then after that, everything just follows it, man. Like, I started a gym wanting to do it how I wanted to do it because that was my vision, because that's how I love doing it.
Yeah.
And everything else just followed. With everything, every career in life, I feel like you just love what you're doing, everything's gonna come afterwards.
So you said you love that. So is that was like the original selling point that you wanted to be? That's when you wanted to open a gym, because she said that was like you wanted to be your own boss. Was it like going hand in hand? You were like, you know what, I want to be my own boss and I love the gym. Fuck it, let's go. Or
yeah. And I also came. There was a point, like there was part of it, like where I want people, like, a gym is a place to better yourself and all that stuff. But
yeah.
I mean, honestly, I built the gym off of just like something I saw myself, just something I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I based it as of like a cheap knockoff wannabe zoo culture in the beginning.
Okay.
That was literally like,
I mean, that's a vibe it gets.
I see the turf in the middle at Bradley Martin's gym. I see the squat racks on this side and the deadlift platforms on this side. I see the dumbbells on the other side. I see that and everything else on the other side. I was like, that's how I want to do it, and that's exactly how I did it.
Okay.
Dumbbells were on one side, squat racks and deadlift platforms on the other side, turf right in the middle.
Were you like a Bradley Martin fan growing up, or no?
That was actually the very first person I watched on YouTube, and all because my friend Chui, which is my best man at my wedding that I'm getting married on April 1st with
Sick.
this beautiful Beyonce.
Congratulations.
He sent me a video saying like he's gonna sponsor people to a girl and a guy to be to what's it called, to
For
be
raw gear?
the heads for raw gear, for not raw gear, I mean for
That's his
I
brand,
don't remember
isn't
the
it?
no, his nutrition brand.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
His
the
pre-workout brand.
Code Red. I don't know.
No, it wasn't called Red. Damn, sorry, Brad.
Have you met him?
Yeah, I met him like 3 times.
What was that like? Is he chill?
He's very chill. He's very. I feel like
How you see it online
That's the
is
thing though. Brad's gonna be how he wants to be. Like if one of his fans meet him, he's not gonna be like
a straight D-bag.
Yeah, like of course not. Like I've talked to him those times, and all the times he's been genuine how he was in videos and stuff like that. But like no one really knows how they're really gonna be like behind scenes, behind when someone's like that. So it's
that's
like,
hella true.
So like I see that. Like I remember during COVID, I had to ask him like, "Yo, Brad, I know you're still like one of the only gyms open in LA. I'm open at the compound, but I feel like closing down because like code enforcement's on my ass." And he was like, "Fuck that, stay open." And it's like they have nothing
Bradley
to do.
Martin was the one to tell you to stay open.
Bradley Martin literally told me to stay open.
Oh shit.
Bradley Martin was like, "Stay open."
Shout
And
out Brad.
he told me his plan on what he's doing, not his whole plan, but like he told me a gist of it. And I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stay open, and I don't think. Yeah, I didn't close at all after that. Although we had to be outside and all that, but
yeah,
I didn't close, and
Cause that was such a big thing for like the compound to be the only, like one of the only gym. I'm assuming.
It looked like
It
looked like if you were going to jail and everyone was outside working out there with a fence.
Everything. That was a different era.
That was different.
Like I know.
Smoke,
My Cody has to come with that.
all the fire.
Oh.
Dude, I got videos of that, bro.
Oh,
It was like
man.
ashes
It was
everywhere.
bad.
I got a video where we have a freaking Larry. He brought his whole water cooler, fam, bro. That shit was blowing, dude.
He had it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's so hot,
It
man.
was so bad, bro. We were doing it though.
You
They
had
were.
to wear your mask just because of the
Yeah, literally. I remember I didn't like wearing my mask. Like, this is stupid back in the
Yeah.
beginning. And then I would literally wear it on purpose because the smoke was just so bad outside.
How hard was that even just opening it in general in Los Banos? Like, there
Well, to
like-
give people a rundown, pretty much opening in Albee was.
was it
I remember I was
fairly
I was
easy, or-
actually gonna open next to Baskin Robbins. The
Where?
city told me it was like where it's literally
in that little plaza.
yeah, the little plaza.
Okay.
The city told me you can't open here. There's not enough parking spots, and I already had signed the lease and everything. And then the landlord of that place said, like, "Oh, we understand. The city's not renting you, whatever." Got my money back, my deposit back. I found Ethan Conrad properties here. I got that spot. I was like, I was excited about it. I was like, oh, it's bigger and whatever and all that stuff. I opened up there. COVID came. And I was like, fuck, I don't have enough to pay my bills. I did not have enough to pay my bills. It was during those first months, man.
Yeah.
I was so happy. I was spending from like 7 and 6 in the morning to like 11 staying there hoping people would come and sign up for the first couple months. COVID came. It was just like, what the fuck? COVID came. I remember people were coming to sign up because I was still being like a freaking, I was only gym open and people were signing up and I was helping.
Yeah.
But it was like, fuck.
Just to keep keep it afloat.
Yeah, code enforcement came, closed me down. You could only be open outside.
Were you there when code enforcement pulled
Oh
up?
yeah, bro. I was there.
How did that go? Like, was it just like fools in suits, some cops? Like,
no.
I don't know. Like, was it like some random scrawny guy?
Black section.
Yeah, like how was it? Like a guy with the clipboard, he was just like, "Excuse
No,
me,
no,
sir."
it was
like,
literally a lady. It was literally a lady. Like, she's doing her job. I can't be mad at her for doing her job. I get it.
Yeah.
But it's me just starting with my business. Like, nah, don't be so hard on me. Like, I'm literally starting my business. Like, so it gets you upset. But at the same time, like, she's doing her job.
Yeah.
But anyways, I remember having to like, all right, I can't be open inside. I can't be 24 hours anymore. I remember I had little wood things with plants just to make it look nice and my equipment outside.
Yeah, I remember.
I would wake up at 5 in the morning, put all my stuff out, go to the gym, put all my stuff outside, be open.
Like your equipment? Or-
Yeah, my equipment, and then once 10 o'clock at night came, all right, put everything back inside, and then same thing for like a week or two. I have a YouTube video about that. And then I finally got the fence. I rented out the fence, and then after that, I rented out the office next to the gym. So I can spend the night at the office, so I can be vigilant on everything, all the equipment and all that stuff.
And and that's this place, right?
No.
Or is it literally next door?
Yeah, next door. It was an office. It was the room next door to the gym, the old gym. Yeah, that's how it started, bro. It was. I remember I was never planning on spending the night at my office.
Yeah.
But ever
How was that? How was that like? Like, was it like, let's go? Like, this is like some entrepreneur grind shit, or you're like, I'm miserable?
No, and I never thought about it. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm doing this and that. I was like, I thought like, man, I'm trying to survive. Like, I'm trying to.
Yeah, because I'm assuming you put all the chips into this.
Yeah, I mean, I did. I literally did put all my chips into them, opening the gym, and like it's my baby. Like,
Did you even work like a 9 to 5 before this, bro? Like were you?
I used to work I've done plenty of different jobs, bro. I've done real estate. I went to UTI.
Like a real estate agent?
No.
Or like,
I did the whole buying a house and flipping it. I probably flipped around. I probably flipped around 5 houses. This was literally right before I started working out. So before that, out of high school, I graduated UTI. I didn't do shit with being a mechanic.
okay.
Well, I did actually.
Why didn't you fuck with
I worked as a mechanic. I mean, I worked as this thing called the Bachelor at Tomatech for a couple years. I made a lot of friends there and all that stuff, and then I became like an assistant mechanic and all that stuff at there. So I learned industrial mechanics a bit.
Yeah.
I worked at AutoZone at the same time. I mean, I worked the fields before. My first job ever was McDonald's for like almost 2 years when I was 16.
Oh shit. So through all of that, that's when you finally realized you're like, I want to be my own boss. Like I'm tired of working
I worked so
jobs.
many different jobs where it's like, not that I hate working for someone else. I hate working under bad leadership.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
And so that was like one of your turning points. So something I kind of want to ask too, how is your support group with that? Because trying to do something like this calls for a lot of like, it doesn't call for a lot of support, but like, did you get a lot of support from your family, your friends? Like, opening a gym's a big ass deal, bro. Like,
that's one thing I'm not sure if I'll ever understand or why or what, but I got support from my mom and dad, although they didn't think I was gonna make it, but they were still supporting, because I would change my mind, like someone changes their underwear, bro. Like, I would literally want to do this, then do this, then do this, then do that. And like, ¿por qué quieres hacer eso? Like, you don't understand Spanish, but like, but why do you want to do that?
Yeah.
And if you're gonna change your mind, it's gonna be another one of your little things that you have, and it's like that's how it was for a while.
Was it after? So before you even started the gym, would they even like the compound? You're like, Mom, Dad, you know what? What are you doing me home? I'm gonna start a gym. Like,
and they believe me in the fact that I want to start a gym because I was already into working out for a good amount of years, and they know how dedicated I was to working out.
Were you already personal training or no?
Yeah, I was already personal training when they did that and all that stuff, and
obviously
that's why they saw that. Like, they helped me out, honestly. I got my own loan. My dad put in his own money to help me out and all that stuff.
Really? See, so even at that, that's believing in you.
Yeah, they
know
believed in me and all that stuff. They're like, well, I mean, as a parent, as yourself, like me, if I know if I ever have a kid, and I know when he's growing up, I know he's gonna have to, like what we talked in the very beginning, is like when you're straight off of high school, you don't know what the hell you want to do.
You don't.
Like, they have these pressures on you on like what to do, and I feel like my parents knew that about me. They knew, like, I want to do this, I want to do that. Like, I was still learning about myself, and that's what I feel like everyone stresses about. Like, what the hell do I want to do for my future?
Yeah.
Like, no one knows. You just have to literally live life and see what you're willing to do. And I don't know, it's
What you like doing too.
Honestly.
yeah, what you like doing. Like,
it's like that cliche saying, like, if you love what you do, you never to work a day in your life.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, and that's why I'm curious too, cause like, let's go slow with this. And then you opened another gym. What made you want to open another gym? What made you realize you wanted to open another gym? Like, make this a franchise business. Like, how did that work for you?
I mean, Fireball, I've known Fireball my whole life. There's another gym there already.
There's not a single gym over there?
No, there's another gym there already.
Oh, okay.
I think he has 2 locations in the same town.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I just thought it has rent's not as expensive as here, and rent's a lot cheaper over there, and the equipment still costs the same. But my brother helps me manage it over there, so it's a lot. Like, I still go over there and check on it every now and then, but he checks it like almost every day for me.
How was that bringing in a family member into your business? Because originally this was your baby. Like,
I mean, I'm happy about that, honestly, and I really hope it grows more over there, and I really hope he can take on more of helping me grow the business. Like, my family, I want my family to be a part of this. I want them to grow with me. I don't want to be selfish on it. Like, I definitely want my
so it was like a
family
no-brainer to bring your brother in as opposed to like a business partner. Like, you just like.
Oh yeah, it was definitely a no-brainer. Like,
How has that been? Have you guys butted heads?
Oh, no,
like,
not at all.
No.
Like, he still does his own thing. The way the compound works is like there's pretty much no employees. It's just like having full faith and trust in its members and all that stuff. And that's why I charge the prices I do, because I want quality members. I want quality people who are willing to pay the price to like know what they have, or even if they don't know what they have, they're like, most of the time the compound doesn't get full. Like, there's a lot of times where it's empty. Like, I remember the first 2 years of being in that location, like, every time I worked out, I was alone. Like, a lot of time I was alone, bro. Like, there's plenty of times I've been alone.
Yeah.
A lot of times, like, now it's like it gets more busy, but
there's always somebody in there.
Yeah. But yeah, like,
how scary is that? Because you've put like at least over 50, 60K in the equipment.
Bro, I put over 200K in equipment.
Okay, even so, let's say 200K. How scary was that? Did you put, like, is there cameras? Like, how do you even sleep at night knowing there's $200,000 plus worth of stuff in this building, and anyone can just willy-nilly just pull up?
I mean,
like,
that's the risk I'm willing to take. I have the cameras and all that. I mean, I sleep in my office. I've been sleeping in my office for the past 2 years. I'm very.
Is there so I remember earlier I heard you talking about like waiting on equipment and stuff like that. Is there like an insurance thing for gear?
I have to get I do have insurance for my equipment. I do have insurance for my business. With the loans I got, like, there's sometimes loans that require you to have insurance for your equipment, that they're lending you money for.
Really? Just
Yeah.
like not even gym in general, just like starting a business, or like what do you mean, like?
Like for your business, yeah, but you need insurance. I recommend it for sure. But there's lenders sometimes where they don't give you the money. Like they'll ask like, what? Give us the quote, give us the invoice from Rogue, from Arsenal Strength, from Hammer Strength, from wherever you get your equipment from.
Yeah.
And they'll pay off that loan. They'll pay off that invoice, and you just pay the lender. So the money never touches you. They directly go pay, but because they're putting their money, they want you to insure that equipment that they're lending you for.
Yeah.
And then once you finish paying it off, you don't need to have that insurance. That's that's how some lenders work, bro.
So when you started doing all that, was that one of those things like you learned as you went, or is that like?
I learned as I went, bro. Everything almost I've done with this business, I've learned as I went. It's not that I mean, I knew some stuff, but
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, just.
So I'm assuming opening Fireball went a lot more smooth than it did opening the one here.
Dude, opening Fireball was so much easier than opening up here in town. LB has a lot of restrictions.
In comparison to Fireball?
Fireball is a lot smaller, and it's like they didn't care. Right here in LB, fire department has to come, check everything, make sure everything is good, make sure you can't open for it if you don't fix this, if you don't fix that. If there's this hole in this wall, you cannot open. If there's not a fire extinguisher here, there. If there's not, if you don't have a key in this lockbox thing, if you don't have, everything has to be up to code in LB to the T. Like those green lights right there, you guys can't see it, but the exit sign, those exit signs, they need to be there. The battery needs to be good. The fire extinguisher needs to be updated. And there's so much little things like the lock, the door, it can't have an unlock and a lock from the inside. It has to be key.
What?
Yeah, so
this is weird because you can still have the app to like.
No, well, right here, right here. But in the gym, they needed to have a key access. I put the pin pad in the beginning. I mean, because of the fire department.
Yeah.
They said they need to have the code. So the fire department and police department, they have their own separate code that's gonna be there forever. And every time I update the code for members or day passes, that changes. But no one else has that code besides myself and the fire department. That's like a a code that will be forever on there. So they couldn't access the door. And then how leaving the gym, I had to put a motion sensor so when someone's leaving, it senses their motion and it unlocks the door to leave. Because think about it, you're on the outside, how you unlock the door, you have to do the VisPen app or the pin pad.
Yeah.
Going out, you have to, like, if there was no motion sensor, like how you can open the door. There used to be a button, but the fire department didn't accept that. So they need a motion sensor, like if there's an emergency, a shooting, like you need to just be able to push the fuck out and leave.
Yeah.
And that's why I put the motion sensor. So there's a lot of restrictions with Merced County. And it was over there in Fireball,
like how
they didn't care. They was like,
more lax,
like here, pay the fee for having your business license here in town, and that's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. And Fireball was a lot easier to open than here.
So with that, does that mean the compound's turning into a franchise company, or is it just
I mean,
these two
I mean, honestly, I have no idea where the fuck it's going.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna ask you. Like, what's like the long-term plan with this business? Because you're at the end of the day, you're a businessman, you know. So it's like, is this something that you want to turn into a franchise, or these are the two mother companies that are just staying as is? Or one day would you like to see?
So my main goal is pretty much, I do want to open up their location. Turlock is seeming like the most probable.
That's big.
But I'm not too sure yet.
Yeah.
Other than that, honestly, dude.
Does that mean you're content with the revenue that the two companies are making? Well, the two.
No one's ever gonna be content with what they're making, bro. Everyone's always gonna make more.
Of course, but that comes into greed more in the sense of like, are you happy at the end of the day with what both franchises are bringing in?
I'm definitely happy with what it's bringing in. Like, to say that this business is bringing in what it's bringing in, it's something I could have never imagined.
Really?
Something I could never have thought that I'd be bringing in my life ever. Like, everyone talks about a 6-figure income. It's like, it's like, that's nice and all, but like, do people really like understand how to manage their money and do this? Like, cause I definitely didn't, and I still don't.
In the beginning, yeah.
And I'm still struggling, and I still got myself into a lot of debt that I should have like. Like, there is a lot that I'm learning along the way, and I'm definitely learning now.
On your own,
Where-
or is there like someone you seek advice and all that stuff with?
Advice, but a lot of it is just personal experience, bro.
Uh-huh. Would you
the
say
bit-
as a gym owner, would you say the ROI is definitely worth it or no? Like
I mean,
opening
it
two
just,
gyms now, like what do you?
It just really freaking depends. Like the Fireball gym is not profiting me anything at all. I'm losing money on the Fireball gym.
Oh shit, really?
But it's because it's the beginning. I barely have a couple months. Just how I did with the LB gym, I was losing money in the beginning for a while.
Yeah.
It takes its moment. It takes its. You gotta be patient with every business. Like, I'm pretty sure Lucas is still like he's doing what he can to pay his loans off for his schooling and everything. Like he's still like, when you actually see true ROIs after you finish paying those loans, after you finish paying everything off, like me, like I'll be honest, like I got myself into a lot of debt and that I shouldn't have. Like I could have been smart about it. I didn't need to get the Raptor. I didn't need to get the truck, the diesel. Yeah. I didn't need to start the trailer business. Like I could have used those extra $2,600 almost $3,000 a month, right? You know, yeah, with insurance and all that. Like yeah, almost $3,000 a month on myself. That's someone's monthly income.
Honestly.
Like I didn't need to do that.
So then ultimately, what made you want to start the trailer business? Like
just because I wanted extra income, I wanted all that, and it's so far to this day, it's like it's not paying itself off as I hoped it would. And that's something I'm just learning. Like I'm just trying these new things, and it's just not working how as I thought. Like the Raptor, like it was a foolish move. Like I didn't need it. Like I shouldn't have to. Like what you'll see most like famous people think like you don't buy yourself fancy cars or this and that. Yeah. It's like something like you definitely have learned. Like if I could go back in time, I wouldn't have bought the Raptor. I would have been like,
that was definitely one of your like.
I was like, and it was before I met her too. Before I even thought about starting a family too. It's like now that I want to start a family, now that I'm getting married, it's like fuck, like
that's a lot.
It's like. Not before I got with you. Sorry, babe. Sorry, babe. When we got together, like honestly, like
I remember when he told me he was gonna go get the Raptor, so I was like, we already knew each other.
Yeah.
That's shit. Are you just homies?
Homies.
And I remember him telling me he was gonna go with his mom to pick it up.
Yeah. Like, my mom and I took the train to go pick her up.
Was that one of those things that you're like, you know what, my gym's profiting, I'ma treat myself type shit?
Yeah, it was pretty much that. Yeah, but now that I see the bigger picture in life, I'm learning more. It's like. I wish I didn't buy the Raptor. I wish I didn't. Honestly, I wish I didn't start the trailer business. I wish I didn't do all that. Like I wish I would have stuck to the gym, only continued working on the gym more, and been patient. I got ahead of myself thinking just because I got all these jobs in the beginning, this 1 month I made. Yeah. And it doesn't. And every month after that, it just was not the same as that first month. Maybe I was just lucky to get that, but. But even then, like maybe the trailer business will pick up more. Yeah. You just gotta be patient with it. But
well, how long? Okay, so with that, then how long after that did you start the HVAC?
Oh shit!
Because like I'm curious, like knowing this now. Okay, so knowing this now, it didn't go as well as you thought it would. What made you want to start another venture?
My baby has a lot of ideas. I'll tell you that. He's just an entrepreneur.
And and as the significant other in that, how was that for you? Seeing your significant other, watching them with a profitable gym and all of that, like they want to start another trailer business. It wasn't going that well. They want to start HVAC now. How was that for you, like watching?
Yeah. So I feel like I've always been supportive since the beginning. Even when he mentioned the gym, I was like, oh yeah, like for sure. And then obviously like knowing more about like the business and him telling me all these ideas he had to like start, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be supportive if that's what he wants to do. Yeah. But I mean, as a woman, I feel like you always like have a worry in the back of your mind, like, all right, but I always was gonna be supportive for him, so I was like, okay, and I knew no matter what, like it's in God's hands. So like, I'm like, if it doesn't work out, then it's a lesson learned, and I mean, it's not working out. Yeah. He's definitely noticing a lot and learning a lot about himself. And I feel like that's what I really love is that everything he explained right now, like I'm just like, wow, like he learned that on himself through these experiences.
But with that, we're just gonna wrap it up because we've been talking here forever, and we're gonna dive deeper in eventually when both of us have the time, and when Lucas have the time, we're gonna all dive deeper into this.
Blue too.
And Blue 2 is probably gonna be in there. But with that, I really hope you guys like this video, comment, and since you guys are new to the channel, hit that bell notification and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching, guys.
Peace out, guys.
Take care. Bye.